Hello and welcome to the Cryptonaut podcast. My name is Mark Storrs, and hanging out with me, as always, is
Uncle Bobby.
Uncle Bobby, what up? And the return, wrapped in his blanket.
Yes. Safety.
Of resurrection.
Equanimity.
You had to let me get the resurrection out.
Sorry, I didn't realize you were
There's
going there.
There's a blanket of resurrection. He's been arisen from the dead.
Partially.
And you are.
I'm the risen Christ.
Yep.
Chris.
The risen Christ.
The risen Christopher. Yes, Christopher is
Yep.
back. And for this episode, we have a very special guest here who has not been on in quite a while.
No.
We ain't seen her in a long time.
Far too long.
Okay,
She's a career girl now.
Saw her a couple weeks ago, but
Left
anyway.
college
True.
behind, went out, fucking made a name for herself, bought a house, has a career. It's crazy.
You're an adult now. Welcome.
Thanks.
Yeah, you shouldn't have done it.
Don't listen, don't listen to them. Having a home equity is important. You are.
No, it's not.
Oh, I'm Peyton.
Thank you,
Yay!
Peyton.
Peyton's
Thank you for
back.
joining us.
In the new studio.
Here we are. So before we get started here, we want to make a couple of quick little in-house announcements here. We have recently opened up, well, not opened up, we've changed our ad categories with our auto ads that are featured in the beginning of the episodes.
We have.
We've opened up the category to allow for more advertisers to come in. We obviously aren't going to be fucking with anything that's like political or like religious. There's a category in there about gun shows. I didn't realize it had its own category. And
Fair
of course,
enough.
there's one that's called illegal content.
Ah.
None of that we're going to be messing
Nope.
with. If you happen to hear anything that's a little bit odd, let us know. Our ad agency is really good about keeping our ads pretty clean and pretty sweet. So, but you just want to put it out there. You might be hearing more ads in the beginning. It'll always be two, but hopefully it'll be from a different group of
So
advertisers.
not more ads, but from a broader
a
spectrum.
broader spectrum. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I kind of get a kick when I hear like McDonald's or like Hyundai ads.
Oh, yeah, it's funny.
I'm like, oh, we get sponsored by Hyundai, and boy, are they getting a deal.
Yeah.
Boy, are they getting away with that. So there's all that. But yeah, man, this week, pretty fun story here. You sent it a little bit late today, and I didn't really get a chance to go over everything, so I'm going to try my goddamnedest here, buddy. But we're talking about cat scratch fever, the slumber party summoning.
That's right. That's why we needed Pepe here.
Yep.
Someone with firsthand experience.
First-hand experience of cat scratch fever and slumber party
You
summoning.
had cat scratch fever as well.
I've diagnosed myself with everything in the book.
Oh,
true.
no, I actually had it. So.
But you're surrounded by piles of cats. I've had it.
I have
for
4
real.
cats.
Okay.
Or at least I got scratched by a cat and got cellulitis and got fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't know if that's the same thing.
Infection.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I mean,
But this is-
slumber parties.
This
man.
is something altogether more paranormally inclined.
okay.
This is not a typical cat doing typical scratching. It is something else.
There's a little foreboding.
Well, I mean, shockingly, this is the Cryptonaut podcast. You'd be surprised to know there's a paranormal angle.
A couple of
Oh,
times, you never
shit.
know, man. There might not be one.
Every now and again.
Here you go.
Yeah.
There's a random trash can making a noise
Yeah,
because someone moved it.
Bicycle reflectors on a
There it
hobo.
is. Yeah, nice. Let's get started with, for many, memories of slumber parties revolve around late nights, laughter, junk food, bad movies, and gossip sessions that last until first light. But for one group of girls who opted to dabble in the occult, this frivolity gave way to phantom felines and a possible possession, leading these terrified tweens to a hellacious confrontation with diabolical agents from which some may have never recovered.
Maybe not.
Oh man.
Dang.
All right, dude. Well,
Yeah.
here it is, slumber party madness. Let's do this.
Now, while we have Peyton here as a bona fide expert, I have a little bit of experience, and we're going to start with this. When I think back to the myriad slumber parties my little sister used to have in those fun freewheeling days of late elementary to middle school, my first thoughts are of a full-scale home invasion by gaggles of giggling girls who burst through the door like a pastel pack carrying pillows and backpacks, all talking over one another as they slowly but surely took control of the house. My second memories consist of sheet pizzas, of course, pranks, and pillow fights. And I'm not talking about those silly swing fests with slow-mo feathers flying everywhere so popular in the movies. Oh no. I'm talking about little monsters trying to take your head off. I'm talking about some brutal there can be only one Highlander type shits. These ruthless Hank Aaron swinging motherfuckers would clock you and then laugh in your face as your glasses went flying across the room. And then, as Bethany pops out from nowhere and connects with an uppercut that feels like 3 cans of chili concealed in a Care Bear pillowcase, you realize that you are in way over your head. Personal experiences.
I mean, it sounds like you went through hell.
Sounds too
Yeah.
specific. To
Very
be
specific.
Made up.
I, being just over a year older than my sis, was often invited to join in the melee. And with the hubris of youth, I can recall thinking to myself that I should take it easy on them. They're just little girls. Fucking folly. Pure folly.
Yep.
These pitiless linen-armed Amazons were out for blood and whiplash, and good Lord knows they fucking got their dues. But that's my cross to bear. We're going to table that. Beyond all the obvious tropes, another common thread in slumber parties, which I've noted through both pop culture references and personal experience, is that with the collective courage and implicit peer pressure that comes with being in a semi-unsupervised group, people are more likely to try things that they might ordinarily avoid. Depending on the age of those involved, that may be their first illicit sips of alcohol or a drag off a cigarette or a modest, quickly hacked up toke off a half-smoked joint stolen from Dad's secret stash. For others, it may be their first prank call or their first kiss or the first time they revealed their private crush to someone else. But what might strike, some as odd, is that this form of female-driven adolescent groupthink often leads to paranormal pursuits. And this is why we have you here, Pepe.
Yep.
Is this something that is still common and goes on? I saw it happen with your mom's slumber parties way back in the 80s, but do paranormal shenanigans still occur with any regularity when you were a kid?
Yeah, do you not remember the amount of young girls I saved at slumber parties from Bloody Mary?
Of course. And we'll all remember the Bloody Mary episode, which is one of the last times you were on.
So yeah.
Which was fantastic.
I mean, I haven't been to a slumber party in a while, but...
Needless to say.
Yeah, it happened. Not on my watch.
Are you like the slumber party Bloody Mary police?
I am.
What do you think the reason is?
A good friend to have, honestly.
The reason is for what? Them summoning demons?
Well, absolutely. You know, why it tends to be, I'm not saying it isn't, excuse me, I'm stumbling over words. I'm not saying it is an exclusively female thing, but I went to plenty of what we called sleepovers, which were just boy slumber parties. And we'd watch like slasher films, eat pizza, talk shit, talk about girls. We like do all the same things that probably the girls did in different ways, but paranormal antics never came into the fore.
Never did
Really?
Ouija boards or anything like that. No.
Did they for you, Mark?
Yeah, we were always trying to do creepy shit. We were like, we're going to go find a graveyard and see if we can dig up a body and shit like that. We never did.
I'm not sure if that's paranormal.
Yeah, that's just
grave robbing.
I can remember. I mean, this is
just being a vandal.
This was so dumb because I was like probably 12. We're like, oh, we're going to go to a graveyard. We could find a human skull.
Oh, yeah.
That sounds about right, though.
Yeah, but I mean, you're a kid that's into creepy shit and you're dumb.
Every time you want to go to like a random, I remember there's a little known Revolutionary War graveyard across from St. Joe's, where my dad grew up. And it's up that sand hill, and there's graves. And allegedly, according to the older kids at the mall, some fucking 30 years ago, skulls were actually sticking out of the ground. And they were all amateur resurrectionists trying to fucking score the skull because it would be awesome on their stereo when they played Slayer.
Yeah, I think when we were looking for skulls, we didn't even really have like an idea where a graveyard was. We were just like, yeah, we're going to go find one. Like, we're going to like walk down the street, take a left by Keeley
Maybe
Pool.
there's a skull there.
Yeah, and then and then we just find one. Like, it was just,
When I was a kid, me and a buddy of mine in fucking early middle school, old enough to know better, brought a toolbox to a derelict tank sitting outside like a like a post of some sort.
Yeah.
With the intent to like get inside and fix it with our no knowledge whatsoever of cars, much less tanks. And drive away. Because boys are dumb.
But you showed the initiative. You were ready to turn the wrenches. That's the important part. Yeah.
We brought them.
You were halfway
Pliers,
there.
everything. Screwdrivers.
You can't just
hammer,
leave a tank somewhere
and not try.
Yeah, totally.
Plus, it was right after the time James Garner's movie Tank came out, where he was trying to liberate his son, Sean Thomas Howell, from a local jail.
Yeah.
I don't remember if it worked or not, but it was on HBO.
My coworker and I was talking about that today.
Jesus Christ, that movie Tank?
It's hilarious.
Who knew?
Jesus.
So girls are smarter, Pay. That went without saying based on all of these stories.
Yeah, apparently.
Why do you think the paranormal angle seemed to enter in a little more often and not the idiocy?
I don't know. I wish I had some sort of psychological answer based on any sort of facts, but I mean, I didn't have time to research or
and I did put you on the spot.
Question.
Yeah, no, you had no idea what we were doing tonight.
No, but I guess I just know that most sleepovers I went to growing up, towards the end of the night, it always seemed to go into some sort of paranormal way, whether it was Bloody Mary or there was always some sort of ghost telling, and I was always the most scared. Not surprising.
Shocking.
Did you do Ouija boards?
No, I would have.
Ouija boards?
No, I would have called Mom.
Gone home?
Yeah, no, me too.
Mom, come pick me up. I'm
Crash
scared.
the glass, fucking pull the handle.
Yeah, no,
Mom,
not happening.
The dead are rising. No.
Mom, Ouija board, quick, and we can't find skulls. Come get me
Yeah.
immediately.
No.
No skulls, party sucks.
Yeah, party sucks.
Yeah, I would get like ghost story time. I'm like, I'm tapping out.
Yeah, all right, man.
Fair enough.
Well,
I respect that.
all right.
I mean, you love horror films, but you got to know your limits.
I
Yeah.
do.
Okay.
All right. So continuing on. For reasons perhaps known only to occultists and sociologists, these paranatural games almost always entail near total darkness, some sort of physical contact, and a combination of silence and or ritualistic chanting, presumably designed to resurrect the dead, as we just said, or more likely than not to put the participants in a more susceptible frame of mind. Usually the games are no more perilous than playing with a Ouija board or attempting to lift a friend utilizing the tried and true light as a feather, stiff as a board technique. But sometimes things got a bit darker with anxiety-inducing recitations for evil entities to become manifest, such as Bloody Mary, that's for you, Pay, or Midnight Man, something I didn't actually know about until today when I was researching this
That does
part.
not sound familiar to me.
Or to make the human body move autonomously, as in the grimly long-winded diversion, dead man, take me to your grave and kill me.
Oh,
It sounds like a game I made up when I was 12.
Yeah,
Looking for a
guys,
skull.
let's play,
Yeah, fucking here you go. All right, Jim, here we go.
What's
Right,
the game
dead
called,
man,
Mark?
Dead man.
Dead man, dead
Take
man.
me to your grave and kill me.
Take me to your grave and kill
Yeah.
me.
And then let me use your skull. Is there a graveyard nearby? I don't think so. There's a pool store, though.
Show me to the skull.
Bro, we're going to Mio Man's, dude.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, that's right.
Stealing
Mio
butts and buying dirty mags, right?
Yeah.
You were just old enough.
Oh, God.
Rationalists will rightly point out that these pseudo-paranormal games exist to give juvenile participants an adrenaline rush and to challenge them to face their fears in what one hopes is a safe environment surrounded by their peers, with the end result being that they come out of the experience with the realization that myth and superstitions are fictional and, once faced, are something that can be easily dismissed. This may be true for some, but for others, dabbling in the dark arts, no matter how innocently, can yield truly terrifying results. One guess on which one this is going to be.
Good time party, ladies hanging out, being fun.
That's right.
Yeah.
Box of rosé.
Yeah,
A
dude.
book. It's a book club.
I'm guessing these are children.
They're
probably,
children,
Probably
yeah.
gonna skip the rosé. Well, you never know. I mean, the biggest thing.
That's
we
probably
used
what
to
they're
do
doing now.
Dude, we used to like sip. Like, we used to like steal Coors Lights and like
Oh, my God.
Winstons. I can remember sitting in my buddy's pool in his raft with his dad's fucking Coors Light and a Winston, and I was like 12.
Winston's
But
so
as I
gross.
was
You were so
talking-
hardcore.
As I was talking, no, I was a skunk, dude. I was a gross kid. As I'm talking about, like, yeah, I need to go find a skull, dude.
No, I
Metallica would think it's cool.
In 7th grade, we used to sneak to my buddy John Leone's grandparents' basement where he made his own wine, otherwise known as fucking shit-filled vinegar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we would get this
Doesn't matter.
homemade jug of wine, and we'd walk down to the tracks like proper Kerouac fucking characters, and we'd sit there and we would share it and pretend we were so excited and so rebellious, and then we're going to go to a party and we're going to probably meet a girl. Never happened. We would just sit there, just enduring this hellish concoction, getting barely buzzed, go back and fucking watch USA Up All Night.
And did you find a skull, though?
Never found a skull.
All right.
Not on
shit.
the tracks, not in the cemetery,
None of us
nowhere.
have. None of us have. But you know what? The night's young.
well,
Ah.
you didn't let me say if I found a skull.
Have you
Find a
found a
skull?
skull?
No.
Oh.
Okay. Just checking.
All right, it's fair. So it's
Thought maybe you had some cool shit you were talking about over there.
No, but if I did, definitely wouldn't tell you guys.
Why?
'Cause
what?
you'd steal it.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
she
how
knows.
are we gonna steal
Yeah,
it?
God
because
damn
you'd
it.
steal it. Because I'd put it on my dashboard, and then I'd listen to Rain and Blood, and then I'd be like, "I'm so cool." And then Mark gets jealous of literally everything I do. Mark's like, "I
Dashboard?
literally want to be her."
I don't
and
blame
he
him.
steals everything.
You're putting it
Yeah.
on the dashboard of your car.
Yeah.
A human skull.
No, here's the thing. I just have beef with Mark about a Star Wars conversation earlier.
Oh,
Oh
stop.
my god. So
Stop.
I
We all
mean,
wanted
not,
the
I mean,
same.
not to go dark, but
man.
then it's got to be a baby skull. I mean, dashboards are only so big, unless you're taking the lower jaw off.
Yeah, okay.
And you're settling it on good, like upper
Who said it
upper
was
skull.
human?
Oh shit.
All right.
All right.
Well,
Wow.
Moving on.
moving on.
Moving on. The case we will be exploring in this episode involves an anonymous woman who we will be calling Alice, because that's my new thing, giving anonymous people names.
Why not?
I just went with it.
Yeah, you did.
It's not that short,
cool.
you know. I just went with it. Almost was B, but I thought that's awkward. No little girls called B.
All right.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
Alice, who posted her frightening experience in the Truth Is Here subreddit in 2020 under the tantalizingly vague title, "My friends and I summoned something years ago."
Oh.
Yeah, it's pretty
A
vague.
little something, something,
That is vague.
Noting that she'd used fake names, in her account in order to respect the privacy of her mostly former friends, Alice introduced her harrowing tale by writing, quote, "This is my experience that made me completely believe in ghosts. It happened several years ago during our summer break between 8th grade and our first year of high school, at my friend's 14th birthday party / sleepover. In the group, there was me, Emily, the one throwing the party, Day, Haley, August, and Anne. And I just realized I picked another A name because this needs to be more confusing." She continued, "Basically, while the rest of the group was doing something else, Day and I were hanging out away from them and started looking at a list of ritual games for shits and giggles." I love that somebody else used the shits and giggles.
Where do you get a list of ritual games? Did they Google this shit?
You will find out.
Okay, cool.
Day believed in ghosts and I was on the fence, but we didn't really believe in the validity of anything we were looking at because the website was called something along the lines of creepy for kids.
No.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
boo.
Yeah, it's boo until you find out what this fucking shit reeks.
Okay.
What is rot?
Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
The
All right.
rottening.
Okay. All right.
Anytime I want to summon demons, I go to a kid's website.
I always go to Creepy Kids.
Yeah.
Creepy for Kids
Yep.
is my summoning go-to
Yeah, that's
site.
the safe one.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right after
You're
I
just
get
gonna
off
summon
PBS
a nice
demons.
butler. You know, like
PBS demons. Nice. All right.
We found a game called Cat Scratch. And to be blunt, it sounded so stupid and easy that we couldn't resist. That's the first fucking red flag. Too dumb is fucking a danger sign because you're slipping into something. It's like, oh, but I mean, we've all been there. We've all mocked something. I bought the Avon fucking, publication of Necronomicon and knew I couldn't really call on Marduk.
well, yeah.
But on the other hand, you never know, I guess.
That's why you don't fuck around, dude.
That's
True.
how they pull you in.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying.
Okay.
On the website, there were 2 different poems that both had something to do with cats. I think one of them was about an old lady with a mean cat, and the other was about some kind of giant cat with red eyes stalking you through an alleyway. End quote. Eager to try this Orphic experiment, Alice and Day called the other girls over and explained the ritual. It consisted of the first player laying their head in the lap of the second, at which point the second player rubbed the first's temples while reciting one of the poems. Sounds soothing. Sounds like a spa
this
day.
is just
a paranormal spa day.
Doesn't sound terrible.
No, I want my temples rubbed.
At the end of the reading, player 1 sits up while their counterpart pulls up their shirt to supposedly reveal 3 deep scratches either on their backs or stomachs. So,
okay.
All right. So
you
you're
invoke the cat.
and then it scratches you.
Cat
Yes.
comes, and either psychosomatically or through the power of the undivine, I guess that's a phrase, that should happen.
The,
All right,
the
cool.
non-divine.
Yeah. At this point, Emily claimed that she thought her house was haunted. She had just moved in, and that was her big play. With that confession setting an appropriately eerie tone, the group agreed that this supposedly silly ceremony might be a fun way to kill some time. So, with the clock edging towards 1 a.m., the girls gathered in a circle on Emily's living room carpet around Day and Alice, who proceeded to lay her head in her friend's crossed legs. That is, Alice is laying her head in Day's legs. Alice described the moment, admitting, "My recollection of everything from this point is kind of hazy because it was so long ago. But I know that Day and I went first. I was the one getting scratched. Day read the story about the cat in the alleyway, which, according to Scary Studies website, went a little something like this." So you guys ready? Be careful. Look for marks when you're done.
Oh my God.
"You are walking through a dark alley late at night. You are the only one there. The ground is slick with rain. The alley is filled with garbage cans and litter, but then you hear something. A movement in the garbage cans. You pick up the pace. You want to get out of the alley fast, but then you see something. Red eyes. Glowing red eyes. They are the eyes of an enormous cat. You run, but the cat chases you and jumps on you. It scratches you. 1, 2, 3. Cat scratch, cat scratch, cat scratch." Funny, you say?
I mean, I'm not looking up. I'm not lifting up my shirt. I'm afraid I got scratched by a cat.
I just love cats so much, it's hard for me to be afraid of one.
It's fair.
Well, this thing's giant with red eyes is going to jump on you. It's probably a fucking cougar or a lynx from hell.
But I know we've talked before about how
lynx.
if
City
I
lynx.
went into the woods and there was a pack of wolves, they would just sense my aura.
And they would eat the fuck out of you.
No, and they would take me in. We've talked about this.
Rob?
Yeah.
We have.
I mean, we have talked about your delusions.
All right, good. Thank you.
And that's why I keep you away from the fucking woods, and that's why we don't let Mark buy a monkey. For the exact same reasons, because you guys don't fucking know better. And it's terrifying.
And that's
To
why
me and Chris,
I
who have to watch
recanted.
constantly. You recanted, but it took you a while. She's young. It's not there yet. She's got to get to the place where she knows the wolves
She's
won't
a
take her
fucking
in.
homeowner,
They'll take her into your
dude.
goddamn belly.
Yeah. You own
In
a
pieces.
home. You pay a mortgage. Don't fuck with wolves, dude.
Don't fuck with wolves.
oh my God, wolves fuck with me.
You got to watch that goddamn
shit.
Bear Man
Oh,
documentary.
yeah, exactly.
Be best friends with a bear until you're fucking inside of a bear.
Until you're on camera getting eaten by one.
Yeah, until you're digested.
All right,
Yeah,
all I'm saying, if
seriously.
I
Until
saw
you're a
a
piece of
giant
poop out of a
cat
bear's
in an
butt.
alleyway, I could make it purr.
I mean, it's a big old tabby. I don't know, but if it's like one of the junkyard
We're
alley
talking
cats.
about a red-eyed demon cat.
But obviously, we're not talking about a real cat. We're talking about a demon cat, as
All right,
Mark said.
Back on point. Here we
So
go.
yeah, cat scratch, cat scratch, cat scratch. God damn it.
All right.
Alice claimed, I didn't feel anything while they read the story to me. I just kept giggling because I thought the imagery with the giant evil cat was so stupid. Just like you, Pay.
Oh, shit.
I don't think anyone believed that anything would happen. But when I sat up and Dave pulled up my shirt, we were all really shocked to see I actually had scratches. It didn't burn or hurt at all. It just felt like a slight cool breeze across my back. I wasn't scared, just hyped because I've always thought that the paranormal was super interesting. I don't think anyone was able to get a photo in time because they faded quickly, but they all said that there were 3 small scratches that weren't really deep, but were definitely noticeable. So she was a skeptic too. And yet, lo and behold, the evidence shows.
But did she see
What
them on her back, or did
evidence?
her friends just tell her they were there?
That I don't
No,
know.
yeah, well, yeah.
You are getting the
That's-
story exactly the way it was
Yeah.
delivered.
Okay, I'm just saying.
So you're thinking her friends might have lied to her? We can put a pin in that.
Well,
That's
just for
legit.
just for fun, you know,
For funsies.
just for funsies.
Fair enough.
Maybe they just girl bossed a little too close to the sun, and you know.
Wow.
Oh, man.
So baby Icarus got some scratches.
Oh, man. All right.
At this point, most of the group were so excited by the results that they all wanted to try. All but one, August, whose fear of messing with the unknown was evident to all. Alice explained, to the best of her recollection, what happened next. Anyways, we kept playing for a while after that. I don't remember the exact order that everyone went in, but here's everything that I can recall. It's a little piecemeal. I'm going to deliver it as she said it. August had absolutely nothing to do with any of this. She watched from the corner while playing games on her phone. I know for a fact that Emily, the birthday girl, was never the one that was being scratched, but she read the story / rubbed someone's temples at least once. I think Day read the story for someone else one other time, but was definitely the one being scratched at least once. Emily read the story for Anne, and I think she didn't get any scratches at all. That or they were really small and insignificant. I'd also like to add that Anne came from a more spiritual family, and she had a protection ring.
What?
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
She just has some fucking magic.
Dude, is this like a
Okay.
ring of super prayer?
Okay.
Ah, this is the thing. It's a
We
mystery.
should get protection rings.
I know
All
we
three
should.
of us, sorry. All 3 of us need to get protection
You
rings.
can't go skull hunting.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm saying.
I mean,
Whatever.
4 of us?
3 of us.
What? Why
Do
can't
you have your own protection ring?
How does Peyton have a protection
What?
ring?
We have to have a separate one for the business.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Pay.
Wow.
That was
I guess
hurtful.
I'll just go fuck myself with
Yeah.
a demon.
Yeah.
I mean, do you want to get into the LLC? Good luck with the taxes. That's a fucking thing.
Yeah, I know taxes. Man.
Burned.
Man.
So why don't you fucking shove that in your grown-up pipe and smoke it?
Yeah,
All right, we're all getting protection rings.
Oh,
We're all
man.
moving on.
fine.
What specifically constituted Anne's protection ring was left open to speculation. But as the girls took turns and different cat scratch permutations continued, there'd be one in the group who very much wished that she had some sort of protective talisman. Alice described that moment when the fun and games suddenly ceased. Everything was mostly tame until we got to Haley. Fucking Haley. I'm adding that on my own. Fucking Haley.
Come on.
She was the one being scratched, and I think Day read the story. When Haley sat up, the scratches across her back were huge. She initially only had 3, but those 3 were getting longer and deeper, and eventually more started to appear. They would all fade quickly, but more just kept appearing. At one point, she was getting 6 at once, and they were all lightly bleeding. We all stopped playing after this.
Yeah, man, when you're bleeding from it.
And then
that's
continually disappearing and appearing. That's the thing that would bother me more.
Yeah.
Like if I just saw somebody come up with 3
Yeah.
gouges, I'd be a little alarmed, but I'd be like, somebody surreptitiously did it, or maybe she did it to herself to play hell in the way that Peyton was talking about earlier, or who knows what. I would try to rationalize it away. But if I was constantly watching scratches appear and disappear, bleed a little and vanish,
Yeah.
that would put a whole new spin
Yeah,
on it.
man, that's a whole new thing, dude.
I'd be
All
like,
right.
the fuck?
Yeah, when there's blood involved and
And appearing wounds out of nowhere. Yeah. The frightened friends crowded around the bleeding Haley and insisted on giving her giving her paranormally persecuted pal her protection ring. That's alliteration for you bitches, right there, right there. Did you get all that?
I was trying to read that and I
Yeah.
got lost. I went to pale. I skipped persecuted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually read in Reddit review, and I don't usually go to that place. Someone saying they really liked the pod, but they didn't like the main narrator's alliteration,
You didn't read that, did you?
and that's
He
my
did.
goddamn jam.
I never
did.
told you about that.
You didn't tell me about
I
that.
didn't tell you.
Oh, I
kept
read it.
from
he
you.
did because he came over and was like, I read so many good ones, but there was this one.
This one, this one son
You
of
really-
a bitch.
You really went to
You know,
Reddit
it did-
and looked it up, didn't
Kicked
you?
me where I live. Kicked me where I lived.
So I
Yeah.
didn't tell
I
you.
mean, that's the deal with that.
I love his alliteration.
And that's why I have paranormally persecuted gal pals with their protection rings.
Just for Reddit.
So fuck you, because I ain't stopping.
All
I'm
right.
on this train.
Listen, we are our own people.
That's right.
We're not beholden to Reddit, although a lot of people down there like us.
Honestly, it was a really good review otherwise.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was. Okay.
Except, that one dick move.
It's okay. It
Whatever.
happens. It's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay. We all love each other to love.
Yep.
So, anyway, she's offering up the ring, which is, big on Anne's part.
Yeah, totally.
I know what a
She's like, take the
what a good
ring.
friend.
You're
Yeah.
you're fucked up right now.
Yeah.
But for some reason, perhaps it conflicted with her own religious views, Haley was wary about accepting Anne's offer. Though I believe, as it was written, she did eventually take the ring.
Okay.
Alice continued her account. I think at some point, Haley started to get scratches across her chest and stomach. And the scratches across her back eventually got so bad that she ended up taking off her shirt so she wouldn't bleed on it. As the invisible assault on Haley intensified, the group suddenly felt incredibly vulnerable in the openness of the living room. Emily insisted that they would be safer in her bedroom, and they all sprinted up the stairs and filed into her room, locking the door behind them. Quote, We all went into Emily's room once Haley's scratches started to get a lot worse. At the time, Emily was a Christian, and she had a giant cross on her bedroom wall that she believed would protect all of us. She was the only one out of the group that was a Christian. If I remember correctly, nothing happened to Emily while she was in the bedroom, but Haley was still getting scratches. It's interesting to point out, I don't know where in America this is because it's a predominantly Christian nation, though a lot of people are non-practicing, but 1 out of 6 girls is a Christian. Now, maybe that meant just that certain denomination of it.
Right.
And certainly plenty of religions could have been represented, and Anne with her protection ring might be, it seems like from a more metaphysical background, which we'll be getting to in a minute. But to me, that's an interesting thing to point out. No bearing on the cat attacks or anything else, just an intriguing note.
I know
Yeah,
she has a
yeah.
giant cross in her room. Like in my mind, I want it to be ridiculous.
Oh,
Where
it's just
it's,
ostentatious.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
the whole wall.
I was waiting for it to flip upside down.
Oh, when they spin.
Yeah, that's what I was
Oh,
waiting
man.
That's
for.
the
There you
classic
go.
gambit in all the movies.
I know.
If that ever really happened, as dubious, it's certainly a reformed, Catholic, and as dubious a Christian. I mean, I'm not even a Christian. I would still shit all the knickers.
You
Like,
have to.
once it
Yes.
inverts on its own, I'm like, well, fuck.
It's a little tough.
So that's
unless,
it.
Unless Tom Araya is in the room, you're like, is Tom here?
Well, if
please?"
Tom walks in, yeah.
Yeah, then you're like, all right, cool. No, this is what crosses do when they
Yeah.
see
Yeah,
him. They
the
just
crooked
automatically-
cross,
Yeah,
man.
there you go.
Yeah,
All right.
of course. It's a different thing. It's not scary. But all right, so Haley's still getting scratches. They're in the bedroom. There's the big cross.
All right.
It was then that one of the group, perhaps Anne, who, as we will soon see, seemed to have access to more New Age influences, suggested that they use salt to protect themselves. Though the now near panicked girls agreed that this was a prudent course of action, they were too terrified to leave the seemingly safe confines of Emily's room. That would be until 2 heroes stepped up to the plate. Quote, Day and I were the ones that eventually left the bedroom to go get some salt. Alice and Day unlocked the door, slipped out into the dark corridor, and crept down the stairs, vigilant to even the slightest changes in atmosphere or the smallest of sounds. Quote, "Nothing happened to us physically, but as soon as we stepped out of the room, there was definitely an oppressive feeling in the air. Day asked me something along the lines of, 'Did you just get hit with the saddest feeling right now?' End quote. Alice agreed, but later confided that she felt less sorrow and more a sense of dread that evoked feelings of anxiety and panic within her. The pair beat a hasty retreat from the horribly oppressive living room and dashed into the kitchen. The two tore through the cupboards, eventually finding the familiar tube of salt. Alice and Day ran through the thick miasma of the living room, almost certainly feeling sick with fear that something terrible was nipping at their heels, then back up the stairs. Once in Emily's room, the hexad of adolescents quickly got to work trying to protect themselves from the infernal thing they had unintentionally unleashed. Quote, "We got the salt and we poured some on Emily's doorway, windowsills, room corners, and we all put some in our pockets." I didn't know about that one. That's a
No,
Pockets.
me neither.
that's new to me. Like, I guess personal salt, throw it in the face of a fucking demon or something.
Oh, like
man.
Fuji
Yeah.
dust.
Yeah,
Remember
maybe.
Mr. Fuji in the dust?
Oh yeah,
Get you?
yeah, sand in the eye.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, cool.
I
Makes
just
sense.
never heard of it.
Never heard of putting sand in your pockets. I'll fucking do it. Or, I mean, salt, but I'll do it.
Sure.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're a fighter and you fight dirty, that's the way.
Yeah. Well, no, I mean, if you're facing a demon,
Well, sure. If you're, and then everything's fair.
Yeah.
Everything's on the table at
you
that
gotta
point.
keep the salt in
That's
your
true.
pocket. Yeah.
All right. So everywhere in their pockets. After that, Haley stopped getting scratches, and we were all trying to figure out what to do because we didn't know if there was still something outside of the room. And at this point, it's probably good to point out that even though it's not explicitly stated, it is deeply implied that these girls have no adult supervision. They're like 13, 12, 14-year-old girls at Emily's 14-year-old birthday party, but there are no grown-ups in the house with them. So bear that in mind.
All
when
right,
all
so
these
you
antics
can't
are
call
going on.
mom
it
for
could
help.
Be, I guess. Yeah.
All right.
Oh, sorry, Mom. We summoned a cat demon.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a hard call.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I would. Like, I fucked up. First off, I want to be real honest with everybody here. I fucked up. Got a cat demon. Dad, I'm real sorry.
Cat
Please help-
demon.
Please help.
Scratches. If you get scratches, my bad.
Exactly.
I mean, I'm not a mom yet, but if I had a child call me and be like, "Mom, I summoned a demon," I'd be like, "Ah,
Yeah.
seriously?"
You're calling Uncle Rob.
Yeah. Call
It's
your
true.
uncle.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me fill the pockets with salt. I'll be right there.
I'm gambling right
Let
now.
me-
Call your uncle.
Oh, boy.
Gambling.
If you go out to eat and you get those like salt packets or
Oh,
whatever,
yeah, there you
save
go.
them up.
All of
You're
them.
gonna need them.
Yeah, call Uncle Bob.
Salt's a hot commodity.
All right, man. All right,
Oh,
moving
Jesus
on
Christ.
here.
Okay.
And now a word from our sponsor, BetterHelp. A common misconception about relationships is that they have to be easy to be right, but sometimes the best ones happen when both people put in work and make them great. Therapy can be a place to work through the challenges that you face in all of your relationships, whether it's with friends, work, your significant others, or anyone. So let's say hypothetically that you accidentally summoned some sort of demonic force while having a slumber party with your friends. Understanding your accountability in this situation will allow for you to take responsibility for what happens, good or bad, mostly bad. You don't blame others if things go wrong. Instead, you do your best to make things right. Now, this could help you gain some closure and further strengthen your resolve while seeking forgiveness. I'm not a therapist, but that sounded about right. Thank you, Google. Therapy can also be helpful for learning positive coping skills and how to set boundaries. It empowers you to be the best version of yourself. It isn't just for those who've experienced major trauma. If you're thinking of starting therapy, give BetterHelp a try. It's entirely online, designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited for your schedule. Just fill out a brief questionnaire to get matched with a licensed therapist, and you can switch therapists at any time for no additional charge. Visit BetterHelp.com/HellerSpace today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/HellerSpace. And now, back to the show.
It was at that moment that Anne, no longer in possession of her protective ring, and I got to wonder what kind of fucking metaphysical properties that thing has, began to shudder and convulse as if in the throes of a demonic attack. Anne began sputtering unintelligible words and barking saliva-spewing bursts. Taken aback, the girls were unsure if this was a horrifyingly real manifestation of the same evil that had been attacking Haley, or if Anne, for reasons one can only guess at, was faking this possession in order to frighten the other 5 girls even more than they already were. Which is kind of dark. If she takes this time to do this,
dude. Or she's the coolest kid ever.
Yeah, true.
I was gonna
honestly.
say, or she's just
Having a seizure.
Or she fucking rules.
Yeah.
Where she's like, "Oh, I got these girls now."
But
Yeah.
you know
Watch
what
this.
reminds me of?
Huh.
Because I went to Salem over this last fall, and what is it about just being this age that just brings out like, I'm just gonna go meow around town, bark, like.
You mean young teens?
Yeah.
Just finding
like-
Maybe
yourself?
just some weird
You're just
like,
like-
form of expression. Maybe.
Yeah, like
I don't know.
Like I was the same way. Like I just gotta get some energy out. I so would have gotten rocked to death, stoned to death.
I was wondering what happened.
I got
Did you go to a
rocked.
concert?
I got
Megadeth?
rocked to death, dude. Fuck
Got
quiet.
rocked to
If
death.
during that time. Oh my god, yeah,
Probably.
Oh, yeah.
100%.
All of us would have been heretics.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. If we were even slightly true to our authentic
Yeah.
selves and not like farming in some dumb rock field and pretending to give a fuck,
Yeah.
we'd all be dead.
yeah.
There's
That's
no
what
other,
I'm saying. It's
there's
just-
no other choice at the time. It's what you did.
Yeah, but sometimes you got to cut loose and
There
be
was
yourself.
Yeah.
And
there was
then
no
be
punk
killed.
rock. Yeah, where are you gonna go build? a
But the
fucking house?
punk rock ethos was there. It was always there.
I don't know,
it just
man.
didn't
I
manifest
think you were just
yet.
trying not to get some fucking disease and die horribly.
Well, that's true too.
Yeah,
There's
honestly.
punk rock in that
Yeah.
though. There is.
There's some punk rock about surviving the plague.
punk rock in Survivor. There is.
Well, yeah, getting
In
it
all
on
fairness.
purpose and
All
surviving.
right.
Yeah.
yeah.
All right. Well,
Okay.
here we go. People are meowing and
So
punk
we
rock
don't
is
we
alive.
don't know what Anne's doing. If it's a big old fakey possession, or
Okay.
if she's really getting, or if it's a medical condition.
Who knows? Could be.
We just don't know.
It's a weird time to have it happen, but it could be.
Whichever the case may be, this erratic display was enough to send the already frightened August, who you must remember did not participate in any of the cat scat. Jesus Christ! Christ Almighty! Cat scratch rituals into a panic attack,
Yep.
not a scat attack. Mark's dying.
I wish
I think I just killed Mark.
You're giving me a panic attack.
Nobody wants a scat attack.
This is a very serious issue.
I know.
Panic attack.
Mark's having a scat attack.
Oh my god.
totally having a scat attack.
Oh my god, I'm about to have a skatak.
Oh my god. Skatak.
Scatic.
Scooby-Doo bop da bam boom.
It's the best.
All right.
Her friends rushed to comfort her, and eventually both Anne and August quieted down. Oh no, we're not reading that again. The scat attack stays, leaving the girls locked in the bedroom, utterly alone, surrounded by an ominous silence and the sound of scatting.
I know, it's dead silent. You just hear like
And then Anne pretending to have a scat seizure.
I know, I was gonna say she's scatting in a demonic voice.
One of them in the back, so quiet.
Right.
This is not helping.
Yeah, motherfucker. This whole thing's falling apart.
And then she just starts.
Oh, god damn it.
Oh my god.
All right.
Oh shit. Everything hurts. Everything hurts. I just had a
Ominous-
scat attack.
Ominous
Okay.
silent. The girls are scared.
ominous
We're back with the
silence.
girls. They're scared. They're not
All
having
right.
fun like
Scared.
us.
They are
So
not
scared.
scatting.
No.
No.
Okay.
After what seems like hours elapsed, I say what seems because I really don't know for sure. It's not told, but it seems like a bit of time. And with no sign of any further supernatural onslaughts, the birthday girl, Emily, declared that she was hungry. Again? You got it.
I don't know why that's funny.
No, you're there sitting there for hours, you're scared, people are scatting, and suddenly you're like, fuck, it's my birthday and I'm
Yeah.
hungry.
Yeah.
I need
Well,
No,
it died
nothing-
down. They're just sitting there like, I could go for some
Yeah.
to go for some pizza. Right
This
about
might be
now.
the most
fucking nachos.
authentic moment in any paranormal story
Honestly.
I've ever read.
Yeah,
Because
now
it's like,
that all this demon
you know,
stuff's over.
in zombie
Yeah.
siege movies, you never see that one part. It's like, fuck, I could go for a taco.
Yeah.
yeah,
goddamn.
I mean,
Is there a Pondo around here? Is there a Pondo?
I mean,
Can
I'll
we get
risk
to
my
it?
life.
Pondo.
I'm hungry.
Yeah.
I think I'd just rather starve.
Yeah, that's true.
Is that a
Pondos,
Pondo?
Yeah.
Pondos are the worst.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh god, I have no nostalgia.
Pondo.
I was so glad when it left out.
Fucking Pondo, dude.
Fucking Pondo.
All right, man. I don't know. A fucking K-pot, dude.
All right,
I went there again
I'm cool
recently.
with that.
I'll talk about it on Patreon.
Fair.
Maybe I won't. I don't know.
Okay,
was
so
good.
Emily's hungry, as am I right now.
Yeah, I know.
I know, me too.
Again, it was Alice, showing admirable moxie for one so young, who stepped in like a suburban furiosa and agreed to escort her host to the kitchen. Once there, Emily began filling a plate with pizza to bring it back up to the girls when the color abruptly drained from her face. Alice recalled, quote, Emily suddenly froze and started saying, lift up my shirt, something feels weird. I did, and I don't even know how to describe what I saw. A little below the middle of her back, there was a smooth, wavy line, but it didn't look red or irritated at all. It definitely wasn't a scratch. It looked like one of those body mods where people get implants of things like stars under their skin, and the longer I looked at it, the more it popped out.
Is something coming out of her?
Yeah, I know, it's skivvy.
Just leave the pizza. Leave the pizza.
Alice was baffled by this new materialization, which resembled the words scrawled on Regan's stomach in The Exorcist, or worse yet, worm-like parasites wriggling just below the surface of the epidermis.
Oh, God.
That's what I pictured when you
Yeah.
said wavy.
I was honestly picturing scoliosis.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
Like
Jesus
small onset scoliosis?
Right? I
One
just-
spine?
I just saw her spine curving.
I mean, one
No.
I was
vertebrae?
like, oh my
No.
God,
Like
the
fucking-
demon's giving her scoliosis.
like fucking Zelda.
It's like,
Oh, God,
this
that's the
is-
scariest part of Pet
oh, this
Cemetery.
is permanent.
Oh.
All right, here we go.
Okay. Yes, damn it. Whatever it was, she knew it was time to retreat to their makeshift upstairs sanctuary. Quote, I hurried Emily back to her room, but it was gone by the time we got there. It wasn't any more than 10 seconds between leaving the kitchen and getting back to her room, end quote. It was then that, for the first time that long night, someone sagely proposed calling a parent for help.
Yes, always. I'm
Oh,
a parent.
okay.
I tell my kids
Call
all the
parent.
time, call me. I don't care what's
A
going
beloved
on.
uncle, an aunt,
Call
someone
me.
you,
I'm
someone
here
you
all
can
the
trust.
time. I
Yeah.
brought you into
Your
this
guidance
world.
counselor.
I brought you into the world. I'm here to help you. I'm your friend.
You call your guidance counselor and you say, I need to fix my schedule. Oh, and
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, right.
and scatting in the corner and cat demons
Yeah,
are cutting
Dad,
everybody.
I'm
I think I
sorry.
hate math, and there's a worm in my back.
Exactly, Dad. I'm sorry I didn't get the fucking towels out of my hamper like I told you that I would, but I summoned a demon and I need your help.
and you
I'll
know what?
say,
You'd be there for him
yeah, of course.
regardless of the towel debacle.
Oh, they're fucking picking those towels up.
Oh, fuck
you don't
yeah,
leave
they
that
are.
shit in your hamper and make the whole room all
That's
musty. and
mildewy,
fucked up.
musty. That's an
Take your
allergy
cheese
warning.
clothes.
Yeah, take your creamy fucking clothes
Oh.
and get them
Yeah.
out of here. Everyone in my house does it, and I yell at them all.
Good for you. Dad.
Yeah.
Dad power.
And then they all
Dad.
don't listen to me. And I'm like,
Fuck.
fine. Yeah, I'm like, you win now.
Well,
Don't touch the fucking heater again. Don't touch the fucking thermostat. I mean, fine, touch it, whatever.
do whatever you want. I wanted you to touch it anyway.
I'll be in the basement. Leave me alone.
reverse psychology.
I'll be editing pods in the basement.
I was the one who was chilly all along.
Gotcha.
Psych.
Okay.
All right.
Surprisingly, the responsible person was Anne, protective ring Anne,
There you go. Cool.
who called her mother hoping she could somehow help them extricate themselves from this paranaturally sticky situation. She did, but not by racing over and facing the untold evils incarnated in the living room and rescuing the girls as one might expect. No, Anne's mom decided that saving young girls from hell's minions protects them for a day, but teaching them how to banish said beasts might protect them for a lifetime.
Oh,
Yeah.
she put him
Okay.
through the paces
Okay.
over the
I
phone.
like it.
Yeah,
I like it.
She's not going to rescue you.
Dude, this is
She's
is
going to
tough
give you the
love.
tools.
This is tough love / natural consequences.
Yeah.
I might always be there to save you. Sometimes when you fuck up, you got to be able to save yourself.
Did you put salt in your pockets? Good step.
Yeah,
Now
nat-
I need to learn how to banish demons from my future kids.
You know what the thing about that is? The internet.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
Easy peasy mac
Yeah.
and cheesy.
Yeah, totally.
Once upon a time, you had to order a book from Walden's and wait and then hope it was accurate.
Well, yeah, hope it's the right book. Right.
Yeah.
No longer.
No.
I'm just trying to imagine what my mom would do if I called her saying, like, I summoned a demon.
She'd
Dude,
collapse on the
fucking
ground,
push you
breathe
off
into
the
a paper
rock.
bag, and call me
No, she'd
immediately.
throw up
Yeah,
in a
your
McDonald's.
mom's not doing anything. She's calling Uncle Rob.
Yeah, typically that's what happens when I have news to break to my mom. She throws up in a McDonald's bag nearby and then calls Uncle Rob to take care of me.
Don't get me wrong, she's a saint,
she's
and she can
amazing.
take care of
Wonderful.
everything. She's my adult in my life because I can't function as one.
I stubbed my toe.
But when it comes to shit that you got to deal with, that's when Uncle Rob
Shit
comes
gets
in.
real. Uncle Rob's like, all right,
Whatever.
let me get my
It's
hat.
9/11.
Buff
I need a
bags
cup of
in
coffee.
arm's reach all over the house.
Let me get my hat.
I need my 60
on.
mint bag.
Let me get my
good
hat.
winter hat.
Coming over. Peyton stubbed her toe and
Oh, man.
Goose fucking puking. Hold on. I'll be
Christ
there.
almighty. And that's what family's for. So back to Anne's mom.
Let me get my hat. It's great.
So
I love that.
in the dead of night, over the phone, Anne's mom took them step by step through a banishment ritual. Alice wrote, "We ended up making a salt circle around Emily and Haley and me because I wasn't fucking around even though nothing really happened to me." Good on you, Alice.
Honestly, I love that.
Oh, yes.
Seriously.
We chanted something and probably some other steps that I don't remember. Either way, it seemed to work. By the time we were done with that, it was around 3 or 4 a.m. End of the fucking crazy demon cat odyssey.
Dude, it was Anne's mom, right?
It was Anne's mom.
Yeah.
She's fucking cool as shit.
I mean, yeah, and you know what? I mean, I guess you got to trust the girls. They're young women, still kids, but still, sometimes
You're
you gotta,
in a situation, I can't do this, you do this now.
That's what made me
Yeah.
think earlier that it was probably Anne that suggested the salt.
Yeah.
Because she seems to come from a
She
background
knows. Yeah.
of
Something, right?
saging
Some
and salts
info
and
was there.
crystals. Something.
They had some Klaatu Verata Nikto shit happen.
Exactly.
Too. Yeah, it's a Klaatu Verata. And then there you go. You just kind of keep putting the shit together and hope you don't end up in the fucking medieval ages.
Oh, boy.
Like Ash.
Yeah, with your fucking boomstick.
There you go.
Second reference.
There it is.
Though for the moment their ordeal seemed to be over, the memories of what took place that night and how it may have affected her friends would remain in Alice's thoughts for years to come, compelling her to write. Some other details I feel like could be relevant while I'm looking back on everything. So this is another list she made. Emily told us that she was pretty sure her house was haunted before we did this, as I mentioned earlier. She had just moved there too. I don't know if anything paranormal continued in her house after that night, which would have been a great question, but who the fuck knows? 2, I mainly blame it on the nature of our town and how chaotic this period of teenagers' lives tend to be, but Emily ended up going down a really rough path. We don't really talk anymore. One of my friends that wasn't involved in any of this told me that the last time she heard from Emily, she smoked meth, then stole $100 worth of makeup from another friend. So there's that.
I mean, listen, to be fair, we all have a friend that did that.
Sure.
Okay?
Yeah.
Some of us know that person.
Well,
Some of us have other friends.
yeah.
Okay? It happens.
The trauma of cat
exactly.
demon at your 14th birthday party will stick with you.
And then you smoke meth and you steal
Yeah.
makeup from Ulta.
And we're only, 2 Kevin Bacons away from a meth head at any given time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's just
pretty much.
reality.
Probably
Yeah.
one, honestly.
Sure. Maybe none in some cases.
Yeah, all right.
So, anyway. Emily was never the one being scratched. She just read the story, but she still ended up getting that weird line under her skin. Haley is a horrible person. Haley of the multiple scratches.
Wow.
Horrible, all caps for the record.
Oh,
Yeah.
what's the tea?
She was my
I
friend
know, right?
at the time, but she's extremely manipulative, abusive, and one of the biggest liars I've ever met. She's out of all of our lives now, thankfully.
She
Wait a
kissed
minute.
someone's boyfriend.
Okay.
Wasn't Haley the one who it happened to really bad?
Yes,
was
who was
bleeding all
constantly
over?
being
Yeah.
scratched over
Yeah.
and over. The 6th scratch instead of the 3, repeatedly, even when they're in the room of Christ's love with the giant cross that probably isn't that big.
She
But
is
in Mark and
Mark
my
Zuckerberg.
mind,
Yeah.
it's like
So-
it's like some Central American soothsayer's fucking living room / ritual hut. So yeah, yes, she was
Okay.
the one being
Okay.
tormented the most in
Okay.
the beginning.
All right, man. I think she may have kissed someone's boyfriend.
It might have been part of it.
Maybe.
Despite Day and I both being scratched in the ritual, nothing directly / physically happened to us afterwards, not counting the weird oppressive feeling that we both felt. That's when they went down to get the salt. August, Day, and I are still very close. August being the girl that had the panic attack.
Yes.
Didn't want to be involved in any of this bullshit.
Yep. That would be me.
But we were never friends with Anne. Power ring.
Oh, come on.
Dude, she's the one.
She
I know.
saved you.
Yeah, she was so
yeah,
cool.
and she threw Haley the ring. It's like,
Oh,
and then she
Take my
suffered.
You know what,
protection.
Because she
Anne-
got possessioned, Jesus Christ, possessed,
Okay.
or had a really good, method acting moment.
Anne put herself first, and I respect her.
She put her best foot forward.
She did.
Yeah.
She did, and she wanted to protect her friends.
She
Yep.
did. She tried.
And they
it
won't hang
seems.
out with her. Fine.
Maybe they were just never friends with her. I mean, we've all been to parties where
Well, that's what I
mutual
mean.
friends
It
have
doesn't
other
mean they don't
friends and
like
we don't
her. It's
know.
just one they didn't.
Okay.
Yeah, but when they save you from a demon, you're
It's a
like,
bonding
well, let's be
experience,
friends
man.
now.
Well, you'd think her and Haley might be friends, but as we mentioned, Haley's friends with none of them now.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
No,
We don't
Haley's
know.
out
Right.
of the picture.
well, she's out of fucking control.
Oh, Yeah,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
It's fucking. She's a fucking wild woman.
Okay.
Married.
Continuing. Emily dropped off the face of the earth. Meth will do that. And we cut Haley out of our lives, as aforementioned. The 3 of us still talk about it, and we never really figured out what happened that night. This is how she sums it up. Looking back on it, I'm honestly wondering if we summoned multiple entities. This would make sense to me considering the fact that we played it multiple times, and Emily's house may have already been haunted. I think something there was definitely malevolent, judging by the oppressive feeling, plus the mark Emily got, plus Haley's scratches. But the situation with Haley confuses me due to her nature as a person. Now that we cut her out of our lives due to her toxicity, I honestly wonder if the scratches she was getting were meant to be some sort of warning about her.
Oh.
Whoa.
I mean, that's a dark indictment, but she's throwing it out there.
Yeah, that's like okay. That's a weird angle
Wow.
to take.
What did Haley do?
I know, really. I need to know. I gotta know the tea, dude.
I mean,
spill the
first
fucking
off,
tea, dude.
You goddamn well know she stole the
What's
fucking.
the drama,
she stole the
man?
skull from Alice's dashboard.
Dude, she
Yeah.
did some shit.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, she really fucked up,
If
man.
she thinks a demon is warning her about Haley, she must.
You hate her,
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you know.
or she's being dramatic.
Yeah. Well, that's the other thing. It's just,
Okay.
All right.
All right, we'll continue.
All right.
I mean, just being overly dramatic.
Yeah.
There's options. There's a lot of. I mean, we're gonna have a lot to talk
Well,
about.
that's why part of me was like, if she's that manipulative, did she put on a show to try to scare the girls for her own enjoyment? But they mentioned blood and things like that, which would be kind of hard for her to do without doing it in front of them. And obviously they would see that.
And
she was the one doing
right.
it. You know what I'm
You're
saying?
right about that, because the line between hoax and paranormal event is well, it should be a very thick,
Yeah.
broad one. But
Yeah.
there's always that possibility, and we've seen it before, where a paranormal event happens and people just expound upon it and try to use it for
Yeah.
self-aggrandizement. So it doesn't negate that the actual paranormal event happened, but they're still lying and embellishing.
Yeah.
Or like if a town tries to make money off a lake monster sighting, if it's
Yeah.
a legitimate sighting,
Right,
it could
yeah.
still be legit. But they're, making not an onerous profit. They're making a legitimate profit on a
Sure.
local phenomenon. But still, it gives it like a patina of deceit, which is not always fair. So, sometimes, I guess, in paranormal things, it's not so cut and dry whether it's a pure hoax or a pure paranormal event, even though you think it would be, but it's not.
I mean, I did have a friend at a slumber party pretend to be possessed once.
Oh my God! See, you didn't talk
Yeah.
talk about this personal event.
Because we didn't even summon anything, though. That's the thing. We just started talking.
How does one
about-
pretend to be possessed?
She looked like she was having a seizure.
Okay.
So we were literally just talking about demons, things like that. And then one of the girls at the slumber party just starts going like, we're like,
But not facetiously.
what? Like, and then
So she.
it was so staged. You could tell.
Wait, she did like body shaky
yes,
type things?
like moving body, like,
You're probably trying to get into the moment and try to, freak your friends out
oh
or
no,
do
that's
whatever.
100%. She was
Yeah.
trying to scare us, and for me, it worked.
Oh,
All right,
well, good.
There you go.
Oh,
so
obviously.
her rouge, her clever rouge, worked out.
Well, 'cause
Rouge.
part of
but
me
yes.
was like,
Rouge.
not
That's
color
makeup.
on the
Like,
cheeks.
deep
No.
down, I
Rogue.
knew it was fake. I was like, ha, you can stop now.
Yeah, you were trying to, yeah.
But,
Yeah.
but I was also like,
getcha.
oh my fucking God.
I'm fucking calling my mom and she's gonna totally freak out and call Uncle Rob.
Mom, come get me.
We all know.
Uncle
Mom,
Rob
do you have a
now.
McDonald's bag next to you?
You're gonna fucking puke everywhere. Get Uncle Rob.
But like,
Tell him to put his hat on.
that I knew that wasn't
Right.
real.
But
Well,
playing devil's advocate,
Playing into
We
it.
were
so.
even
speaking the
summoning.
demon's name is, in effect, a summoning.
Oh, because you're giving it power.
Were you saying
Yeah.
like Beelzebub or any of those things?
Yeah.
Or were you just talking about demons in the general?
We were just like, I don't even remember.
Fucking demons are cool, dude.
Yeah.
Fucking big, muscular, handsome demons.
No, honestly,
wow.
knowing me, I was probably like, oh, demons are kind of hot.
Oh my god.
Knowing 14-year-old me, I was probably like,
Probably a
you see that
centaur.
I bet you I could
Demon?
fix him. I tell you I could fix him.
I
You
could
just looking up
fix
pictures
them.
of them to see if they're hot. Like,
He's
have
probably
sweet
a
mustache,
he's a hot
goatees.
Like,
minotaur.
I would have never let that angel fall.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Wow. And there we are.
And there we go.
All right.
Finishing it out, Robert.
Rounding it back up.
Here we go.
So, as we were saying, Alice is wondering if the scratches were meant to be some sort of warning about Haley, and she continues saying that, or maybe her specific negative energy attracted something darker, which could explain why everyone else went without getting the really bad scratches. That still doesn't explain what happened with Emily's mark, though. So I wonder what that was. Emily was never the one being scratched to begin with, so that leads me to believe her mark was unrelated to the game. So maybe there was some sort of malevolent entity, plus the entity haunting her house, plus the entity we originally summoned with the game, assuming the malevolent spirit wasn't the one originally summoned. That's
Oh
fucking, that's
my
something you gotta
God.
unpack. It's a little
Holy
parcel.
Imagine-
Oh,
Shit.
I'm doing the meme. with
Imagine
this
she
Yeah,
just
fucking-
no.
summoned an entire litter.
Yeah.
Like,
Evil kitties.
like
Is this like a summoning Inception?
Oh my God. It's
You summoned
layered.
a
that's
summon
like,
summoned?
I'm like,
I mean, if
Oh,
you
a
keep
chain
doing a
summoning.
summoning.
well, that's the thing. They
Chain
did
summoning,
the
like
summoning
Chris just said.
so
Yeah.
many times that I bet like more cats were like, well, let me mark my territory. Come here, Haley.
Yeah, they're pissing everywhere in that house.
Yeah. It's a paranormal kitty litter box that you can't fix.
Yes, I can.
You can't.
Yes, I can. I'm so good with cats.
You.
Oh,
Never
all right.
mind.
You know what? I can't right now.
Yeah,
I just can't right now.
Let's not.
We're doing this right
Yeah,
now,
let's
not this.
Uncle
I'm going
Bob
to fix
can't
this
rescue
later.
You now. Let's not do it now.
Good Lord.
Okay.
Or maybe the game spirit was angered by Haley's presence/energy. I also think that Emily's mark was made by something more sinister than a regular spirit because of how strange it was. I have never seen anything like it. It looked like something trying to push out of her skin.
That's creepy.
I really don't know, is how she rounds it up.
Ugh, Jesus.
So here is my little summation, and then we will get to discussion. As intriguing as Alice's speculations may be, one must consider the flip side of the coin. Perhaps these dark forces that were channeled into our reality by what was supposed to be no more than a children's game were not attracted to the evil nature inherent in Haley and or Emily, but were the cause of their eventual corruption. It's a frightening thought, but maybe those old-timey fire and brimstone preachers who seem to be so wrong about so many things were actually right when they warned us about trivializing the insidious agents around us, the ones that work for the Dark Lord. And if, God forbid, that's the case, could these vile, diabolic parasites, be they demons from hell or an as yet unknown entity from another dimension, have infected these young women, taking them down treacherous paths that might, if they're not careful, lead to damnation, either of their souls or their minds, or maybe both. So I have to throw it in there because the biggest nightmare I have is the things I've always been smart enough ever since I was a kid to like take with a grain of salt, like the Helen, fire and brimstone preachers about you go to hell for every thought and everything. I'm like, no, even if there is a God, they would not act in such a, merciless way.
Seems ridiculous.
And la. But the greatest fear to me is not just like being torn apart by wolves, which should be Peyton's fear. Table that again.
Nope.
But it is the thought that these people might be right. And it's those little bureaucratic inconsistencies that damn you to an eternity of torture. I know that's leftover vestiges of my Catholicism, and take you away from like a life or forever of paradise. But not because of anything heavy, not because you're not a good person, but because you just didn't do that one ritual right, or you were dubious about the Holy Spirit, or whatever those fucking things that you absolutely cannot do. If you do it, you're supposed to be damned forever. And it's like, I just can't believe they're right. And 99.9% of my life, I know they're not. But in that most humbling and frightened moment, the scariest thing to me is that these asshats are right. And and that's a terrible universe to live in. But then I think our real world is governed by bureaucracy and bullshit. It would be a terrifying twist to find that all of reality is that way. But that's my own personal shit, besides getting beaten up with pillows at slumber parties. So I've vented those things about myself. Now we can talk about the case.
Thanks for giving me that to think about.
Yeah, really.
I don't see my therapist for another 11 days.
Well, you're gonna need to get on the ball quicker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Yeah,
I'm not
sure.
saying I believe that either. Like I don't, but I'm just saying what you think of in your dark moments.
Right. So let's kick it off here, skeptically speaking, because we could be dealing something sort of like we've dealt with this a couple of different times, where like in schools where they're like, oh, the whole school summoned a demon, and everyone just kind of starts getting all fucking freaked out and shit. Where you have one person that kind of gets the ball rolling, and then everyone kind of, because it's fun, we all know it's fucking awesome, it's a super fun time, everyone kind of jumps in, and then it just escalates and escalates and escalates to the point where, which does not account for a lot of this as far as like blood appearing, and obviously the thing growing out of her back. Now you really can't say that's a thing.
It's probably not psychosomatic.
No, but I mean, skeptically, that's where my mind goes, is that these girls just freaked themselves out so bad.
Which has probably happened at God knows how many slumber parties.
Oh, 100%. Dude, for sure.
Or ghost hunting expeditions where it's a group of guys the same age, daring themselves to go into the cemetery or to the haunted house or fill in the fucking blank.
So there's always
if
that possibility.
There was no blood, I would totally be like, it probably was they freaked themselves out, because it could have felt so real, and it could have been their own brain tricking themselves. But if there was actually that blood just coming out of nowhere, like a scratch in the back and then blood
that's kind of
in midair, I'm like, Well,
blood's
how do you explain that?
And she had to take her shirt off because she was afraid that
Yeah.
the blood was going to get like. So it must have been enough. It was going to like stain your shirt.
Yeah.
So that's kind of like, all right, it's kind of fucking weird. But then again, I mean, who knows? I'm assuming everyone witnessed all this blood, and it wasn't just her being like, "Oh my god, no! Like I'm bleeding! Oh my god, no, no!" And then
Right.
get my shirt off quick.
Well, you have to assume that.
Well, yeah,
Because
yeah.
I mean, otherwise, and it's like 6 girls in a room almost all the time.
Right.
And then occasionally Alice and somebody pairs off to go on an expedition in the fucking terror house,
See,
get some salt, get some pizza, come back to the room.
I was thinking maybe like if one of them instigated it like really hard, like
Yeah.
Haley or whatever. That was one that everybody hated in the end.
Yeah.
In the end, they all hated her,
Yeah.
and she was the one that got scratched up bad in the.
So I'm
party.
wondering maybe it's something where like she just instigated this entire thing to kind of get them, rolling. But that's not super fun. That's not the cat scratch fever, the slumber party summoning. That's not
Right.
how we're gonna, approach that one.
But no, we always
skeptically,
have to put it on the table.
So if they did play this game and invite something in, if I understand this correctly, she's saying that she thinks that it might be more than one thing that popped up.
Well, by the end calculations, though, I'm probably missing it. She was thinking it was the thing they summoned via the game.
Right.
The
thing that was
the
that
thing
was
that
living in the
already lived in the house
Right.
that was haunting it, and then a third, more diabolical or malevolent thing
Yeah.
that can make weird puffy worms appear in your back or
Huh.
whatever, and
Okay.
and that all three might have just been riled up and or conjured by the multiple cat scratch summonings.
Okay.
So this led me to a question. When she was talking about Haley and how she thinks the demons might have come at her stronger than the others because of the negative energy she brought, do you feel like, I feel like in the lore, what lore? I don't know why I use that word. In the past, like, demons go for, like, the sweet, innocent. A lot of times they're easy to corrupt in a way.
Corrupting the
Right.
virginal and like you say, the naive, the innocent. Yes.
Yeah. So, in a way, wouldn't they be more, like, apt to go for?
Like-
I know.
like
I know
August.
Anne had the protection.
Right.
And but you're talking about like August, the one that didn't want
Yeah.
to do anything.
Yeah.
You know what? In classic, and you were not wrong by saying like demonic lore, exploiting the innocent is like a mark of accomplishment for a demon.
Mhm.
Like, oh, I got this person. But there's two things I would have to say about that. One, they still spend an inordinate amount of time in all of the lore corrupting the already evil because they're the easy converts.
Right.
Yeah.
And two, how do we know, as I was sort of playing with the idea in the ending paragraph, that Haley wasn't innocent at the time? How do we know that it wasn't this interaction, this violent interaction at first, and then maybe lingering in ways we don't know because this isn't told from Haley's
That
point of view, that
is a good
turned her
point.
into this dark figure?
Yeah.
That is
no,
a
right,
good point
right.
because she said no longer friends.
Yes.
So it seems like at the time they were friends.
Yeah, it's unclear. She's just
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
at the end, it's just like, oh no, Hale's an asshole. Like the whole time?
Yeah.
Like, what do you mean?
Exactly. It would have been nice
Yeah.
to know
Or is it
like
the
where they
demon?
stood before.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
Haley was the sweetest, nicest person we ever saw, and we always hung out with her, and she was so sweet. But after the night, something was different.
Yeah.
That would be a
Right.
definite.
Yeah.
But she doesn't say. So
Right.
we are left to speculate.
Yeah.
All right, Christopher.
But it has to be something you have to put in there
Yeah.
that maybe she started off innocent.
Yeah.
Chris, give us your
Yeah.
take. What do you think?
If it wasn't for like physical things happening, when I would say, look, yeah, they're just being
Right. Just freaking out,
just
having
being super
fun.
into it, and yeah.
There's a bunch of weird physical
But
shit.
then
though.
that's you have to believe that especially the first one actually happened when like obviously she didn't see it. They just said that.
right.
So maybe the first one, maybe it didn't happen. Maybe, and then it just escalated. I don't know. I don't know. It just doesn't seem like a normal, like there was no, most of the time there's a fucking actual spell or they say a demon name or they're doing a thing.
Right.
This is just like, you're in a dark alley.
Yeah.
You see a fucking cat. I mean, there's nothing in there
Yeah.
that is any kind
There's
of
not
anything for
really-
summoning.
No,
like,
you're right. It's not evoking
fucking-
names. It doesn't have Sanskrit
I feel like
words
you
hidden
look at it
there.
and
No,
then
there's-
you're at the park at night.
It's not even
You're
Latin.
scratching in the trees a squirrel.
Another.
Like
Yeah.
that's
Candy,
really.
candy,
Did you just
make
summon
me
a-
Randy? Like what the fuck? Like there's no fucking.
Candy, candy, make me
There
rain.
it is.
Yeah, I don't know. It's my fucking enchanting spell. Dude.
I love it.
Fucking
In another
my nipples
way-
are
Okay,
scratched, bro.
Andy
It
Candy.
could be because it's not like a normal, like you had said, summoning. And in another way, it could be kind of like, what was that people talk about, like that reality shifting?
Yeah.
They were almost
Oh,
reading a
yeah.
script like they do in the shifting. Like,
Right.
you're shifting into this place where there is some cats that are going to scratch you.
That's interesting.
That would be interesting.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, no,
Because
I remember that phenomenon where you try to will yourself into this place where you love a
and with
fictional
the
character or
temple
something.
rubbing,
Yeah.
that's just not typical demon summoning. That's more psychological. Like you're rubbing a temple, you're reading a script, putting them into, they're imagining they're in a place.
Yeah,
That
meditative,
is
almost
very
hypnotic state.
Yeah.
shifty.
Well, it'd be shifty if it was a
Oh.
professional doing it. Young
Yeah.
girls doing it to young girls, it's just a thing, I guess. But I know what you're saying. It's not super kosher.
Yeah.
You know,
Right.
just the gentle. I mean, it's
Yeah,
weirdly intimate, even though not, in a dark way. But it's just like, and then you're just like in the dark room, and when you're telling the story, and you're walking down the alley, and it's there, and cat scratch, and then all of a sudden you sit up and
fucking Randy
you feel
Candy,
this fucking
dude.
thing. Yeah.
Yep.
Well, you spelled me, so what can I do? I'm all Randy Candied up now. But it is a weird, awkward kind of thing that isn't really occultish. You can see how they found this on a
No.
children's website.
No, yeah.
And yet somehow it could put you into this sort of really, subliminal state where you're just like responsible. But even if that's the case, and I mean, psychosomatically getting scratches. I mean, am I going to have to lay in Mark's lap and get my temples rubbed and see if it happens?
I mean, we can try it, but
You're gonna summon Andy Candy?
Not
You just fucking Randy Candy me up, bro.
Candy, make me Randy. Yeah, exactly.
Where does Andy Candy reside?
In fucking Candy
Land.
lands.
Oh, boy.
Next to
You did not think this out.
Prime
Oh, my
Ave.
God.
I didn't do that.
That's where I grew up, sir.
Van in the
All right,
park.
so yeah, I mean, yeah, exactly.
There's a
It has
candy
no
cane
windows.
on the truck.
Jesus, there's a candy cane.
You're
on the
hungry.
truck.
You walk up to it.
This is not going to turn
No,
out
it's
well.
not.
with no
It's not gonna
face
go
greets
well.
you at the window.
Oh no, it won't go well.
I am Andy. Would you like candy?
To be Randy.
You may be Randy.
Oh, God.
That's it right there.
There it
That's
is.
Exactly it. That's
Yeah.
how we gotta fucking end that right
That's your
there.
fucking summoning.
So,
Oh, man.
all right, in the end,
Sometimes, dude, I'll say this real quick. Sometimes though, fucking around with this stuff, you may inadvertently pull some fucking occult magic shit out of your ass.
that's exactly it.
You just might randomly do it.
You are paraphrasing the warning I was going to give.
and you don't really, you're probably not doing it like on purpose. You're just fucking around doing some shit.
Even
And-
when you're doing a Ouija board, you're not doing it on purpose.
no, but then you all of a sudden introduce some fucking weird magical thought shit that you didn't mean to, and you're a bunch of fucking girls just hanging out doing your shit, and all your friends fucked forever, and there's parasites in your bag,
Exactly.
and Randy Candy's around the
Yeah,
corner.
but she did also say that she thought her house was haunted and then didn't elaborate on why she thought her house was haunted.
That's true. Very true.
I feel like it's more than anything, it's probably something that was already there.
It very well could have
Yeah,
been.
very well could have
that
been.
just got
And then-
ironed up
or
by the
something.
ritual.
This
Yeah,
just
for sure.
exacerbated that
Or
shit,
was the
dude.
temple massage, the tracing of the fingers, accidentally drawing sigils that no one knew on both sides of the head, making both hemispheres work against each other,
Yeah.
thus eliciting a demonic response.
Super brain sigil. Don't think sigils work like that, but don't worry.
I don't know
I'm
how
there.
sigils work. I'm going with it.
I mean,
It's
you know,
it's just, it might be all silly and fun, and we all got the scare warning in 1973 from Exorcist about the Ouija
totally.
boards. But even with things like this, even though chances are it's all silly, just be careful when you play paranormal games because you don't always know who's going to be playing with you.
And this is why I never did them at slumber parties and was the fun police.
That's right.
there you go. And you know
You were
why?
the smart one. You
Someone's
saved
gotta
your
be.
friends.
And
Yeah.
that's why you're a fucking adult today. You're a
Yeah,
homeowner.
that's why I'm a
You got a
homeowner.
goddamn career.
Yep.
You fucking pay your taxes.
Yeah.
You're paying into your retirement. You're going to
Yeah.
get a fucking Peloton, and you're going to let me fucking use it.
Dude,
There it is.
I know. I
Wow.
gotta save
I'll
up
help
for
you
that
pay
an
one.
American.
All right.
Yeah, you're an
All right.
American. Welcome to the fucking
Yeah.
club, dog.
Look, I got a
Get your
401k. I can't
Yeah.
summon demons.
Get your
No,
truck.
you ain't time for that.
Yeah.
You got a 401k?
How many friends
Once
do
you
you
get a Roth IRA, demons are out of the
Dude,
picture.
I got a
True.
state pension, dog.
So do I.
I stopped paying after 10 years.
Huh.
Oh, yeah. What tier are you? Probably a fucking cool one. I don't know. One that I ain't got access to.
I'm,
No, I'm
a
actually
no
tier
tier.
4. I'm at
Yeah.
tier 4.
I think I'm 6.
Oh,
You know what I
you're
do? I
working for
sleep
nothing.
in
Shut
every
up.
day.
Quit.
Yeah.
Fucking quit. You're working
That's
for
what I do.
nothing.
building my way up, Mark.
So I'm
Oh,
working
God.
on my retirement plan. I've got my third bag of cans, and I'm pretty excited. It's shaping up to be quite a little stipping.
Yeah.
Yep. So fuck all y'all.
I had to give Rob the big tax talk, Uncle Bobby. I'm like, taxes are coming, buddy.
You got to do this shit.
So this is
You got to
when
pay him.
when
I
you
try-
know
I
how
do.
difficult things happen, and my
Yeah.
mom's like, "Let me get Uncle Rob." When it comes to taxes, this is when Uncle Rob's like, I need my sister.
Oh yeah, no,
Yeah.
all functionally adult shit. God bless my little sister. She takes care of it. She
Yeah.
is a saint. She keeps this family fucking together. She's like the epicenter of it. But when emergencies, weird or otherwise, show up, that's when I just sweep in and fucking deal with it.
There you go.
Yeah, when it's time for Evil Science LLC taxes, Marianne's the one.
Oh, she is.
Is anyone else really wanting to look up this website?
Maybe we can for a Patreon at some
Oh,
point.
Kitty Fun Party Zone.
Yeah,
No,
Satan
the
time?
website that they
Jesus,
got the
don't
thing
fucking
off
search
of.
that.
That's what I meant. No. I didn't
It was
mean
like
anything.
kidssummondemons.org or something.
Creepy kids or some shit
Oh.
like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was called. Was it?
I
Called
did
Creepy
find
Kids?
a website where I got the actual chant off of.
No,
that
she put the website name in it.
Yeah, it was.
Well, she said
she
it
got
was
the
something like creepy for
yeah,
kids.
creepy kids are creepy. Yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, I don't.
Kids
yeah.
for creepy.
No, it was
Yeah.
creepy
So it's
for
not,
kids.
It's not kidssummondemons.org.
No.
No, not yet, but it should be.
Saltpockets.org.
All right, man. Well, there you have it. Thank you all so very much for joining us. Cryptonaut podcast. Fucking Peyton, thank you so much for
Oh my
coming.
gosh.
Thank you.
Stopping by. It's always good to see you.
Yep. Came here with
And
a sprained back.
giving us your
You did.
giving
You
us
hobbled
your,
to the truck and we got here.
Yeah, with your fucking beat ass back, giving us your perspective on this. Very, very awesome. Robert, we got some Patreon shout outs to do.
Hell yeah.
The folks that support us over there.
Just the
old
best of the best.
Patreon.com/CryptonautPod. I fucking lost what I was saying.
That's all good.
I was
interrupting you. Dude, Andy Randy in his bowl full of candy
my
are fucking
candy.
everything up here.
It's Andy Candy.
I keep forgetting.
Touch my candy, Randy.
Okay, all right. All right.
All right, who
We're
do we
trying
got?
to show respect to our fucking patrons.
What do we
can't-
got?
Can't
Start
intro
it
like
off.
that.
Start it off.
We've got Aisha Elizabeth.
Thank you, Aisha.
Or is it Aisha? Aisha. I'm going with Aisha.
Aisha.
Anthony Mikulski.
Hell yeah, Anthony. Thank you so much.
Tyler Spencer of Sadco Incorporated.
I'm actually super excited about this
So-
because you see these candles we have right here in the middle of our table?
Yes, I do.
Those are from Tyler.
Oh.
Check him out, tylerspencerdesign.com. He also sent us the Don't Be Your Own Beaver Dam picture
Oh my
that's
God,
in
I
there.
love that.
That's in our
He
video.
sent
The faux
us-
black velvet cobra poster that I wanted so
He sent
bad.
us so much dope shit. And if you go to his website, again, that is tylerspencerdesign.com. There's all kinds of awesome shit on there. He's a great artist. He's got tons of cool products. Check it out. Tyler, thank you so very much for
Hell
your support.
yes.
We
Yup.
appreciate it.
Thank you. Moving on. Dirty Hawk.
That's going to be my Patreon
I know, I was
name.
about to say, that sounds
God
a lot
damn it.
like a Patreon name. Marionetta.
Thank you, Marionetta.
Casey Black.
Thank you, Casey.
D. Bach.
Thank you, D.
John Noble.
Hell yeah, John.
Let's round it out. Let's make it happen. With Johnny the Dark Knight Rabelson, also known as simply Johnny Knight.
Thank you,
with a K.
Johnny Knight, for your
Nice.
continued...
I added Rabelson. I just thought it was a good last name.
Rabelson.
Thank you all so very much for your continued monthly support. Patreon.com/Cryptonaut Podcast. Check it out there. Be sure to jump on the Discord. It is available on the $1 and the $5 tiers. Social medias, we're there. We're doing it. The Instas and the Twitters and the Facebooks and apparently X Twitter. I don't know. I'm on there. People
Are
message
ya?
me and I get back to them every once in a while. It's a thing. It's happening. T-shirts, hellerspace.com. Get your merch there. You can also do cryptonautmerch.com. You can get your merch there. And that's it, man. Oh, you know what? As we mentioned in the beginning of the show, we've opened up our ad agency has opened up our category for more advertisers. They're going to be in the beginning of the show. No more than 2 ads in the beginning. That's how we're going to do that. So, expect some more advertisers there. And if you hear anything fucking super weird, let us know. We don't really think there's going to be any
Yeah.
issues. We've got religion out of there. We got politics out of there. We got gun shows out of there. We got illegal content out of there. So we're trying to just get more advertisers, but also keep it with a nice realm, a nice
Sure.
balance with our audience.
Non-super
But,
controversial.
yeah, just keep them nice. Hyundai, McDonald's, Burger King, whatever. I don't give a fuck.
We got Randy's Candies coming
Randy's,
up.
I don't know about Randy's.
They're going to be
Candies.
advertising with
He
us?
might fall under illegal content, dude. He's going to be that fucking Chris Hansen section that's going to be fucking problematic,
Oh, boy.
dude. Fucking real bad shit. But Peyton, thank you so very much again for joining us.
Peyton!
We
Thank
appreciate
you.
it. And we'll be talking to you soon.
Goodbye, friends.
Bye.
Meow.
Goodbye.
Mm-hmm.
See ya.
Wouldn't want to be ya.
Wow.
Yeah.
You like that? Wouldn't want to hear.
Yeah, Randy.
That was a Randy too, wasn't it?
Oh, now it's Randy. It was Andy, right? Now,
It's so-
now
Is
it's Randy.
Is it Andy or Randy?
Is it
No,
Andy?
no, no.
it's
Andy's
Candies
Candies
because he
made
made
you
you
Randy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
Wait,
no!
what?
So
I don't know. Are we doing a summoning now?
Yeah,
Fuck.
dude, what-
Shut up.
stop.
Everyone shut
Check
the
your
fuck up.
fucking backs. Everyone check your back.
What am I turning into?
Does anyone feel an ominous presence?
Oh, God.
I am an ominous president.
Yeah, I know.
All right, goodbye.
All right, psst.
Hello and welcome to the Cryptonaut podcast. My name is Mark Stores, and hanging out with me, as always, is
Me? Oh, I'm first? Okay.
Yeah, it hasn't been that way in a while.
oh.
Did you-
Who?
Rob usually goes first. It's not a big deal. I just wasn't expecting it.
Yeah, no, we were thrown for a loop here. Wow.
Don't you guys normally like? Well, but we'll start over.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't know.
Yeah,
Usually either you
know
say
what?
us,
Right.
or you should look at him and you do him first.
I'm pretty sure I cleared my throat during when you first started
Okay.
talking anyway.
Here we go. Take two. Ready? And that might go in the end of the episode. It might have to. All right. Leading these terrified tweens to a hellacious confrontation with diabolical agents from which many may have never recovered.
So close. I think we're going to have to do that last sentence again. From which some may have never recovered.
Some
Many.
may have.
Not many have never.
Wait, so which some
Which
may
some
have
may have
not-
never.
I have never.
Rather
I
than
didn't say that?
You
No,
said we're many.
Many have never.
Oh no!
We're many more.
I was like, how many?
All right.
Never,
Thousands
ever.
have died. Blood in the streets.
Oh,
Did I misread
shit.
that?
Leading these terrified tweens. Okay, here we go. Ready? Here it is.